Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Kevin Gover. I'm the director of the National Museum of the American Indian. Welcome to the museum and to our symposium, A Promise Kept, The Inspiring Life and Legacy of Suzan Joy Harjo, co-hosted with the Institute of American Indian Arts Museum of Contemporary Native Arts. Our program's going to begin this morning with a reading from United States Poet Laureate Joy Harjo. Joy was appointed the 23rd United States Poet Laureate in June 2019 and is the first Native American person to be selected for this role. She's the recipient of numerous awards. She is a poet, musician, and playwright. As it happened, last night was her inaugural reading as the 23rd Poet Laureate, and calling it a reading doesn't really do it justice. It was more of a reading and a saxophone playing and a singing and maybe even a little dancing, I think. So she's the author of numerous books of poetry, including She Had Some Horses, In Mad Love and War, Conflict Resolution for Holy Beings, How We Became Human, New and Selected Poems, and most recently, American Sunrise. She has also written a memoir, Crazy Brave, and literature for children and young adults. She has taught at the University of California, Los Angeles, and the University of Tennessee. She's a noted musician and has performed with her saxophone nationally and internationally, solo, and with her band, the Aerodynamics. So please help me welcome Joy Harjo.
Thank you. So we're here to celebrate the contributions of a life led in service to Indian country, to these lands for the well-being of our peoples. So Suzan Harjo, Meadow. This kind of work requires great sacrifice. And may you be refreshed, may we all be refreshed as we work together in these times. This poem is to help us remember that we are here together in service, every one of us. For calling the spirit back from wandering the earth in its human feet. Put down that bag of potato chips, that white bread, that bottle of pop. Turn off that cell phone, computer, and remote control. Open the door, then close it behind you. Take a breath offered by friendly winds. They travel the earth, gathering essences of plants to clean. Give it back with gratitude. If you sing, it will give your spirit lift to fly to the stars' ears and back. Acknowledge this earth who has cared for you since you were a dream, planting itself precisely within your parents' desire. Let your moccasin feet take you to the encampment of the guardians who have known you before time, who will be there after time. They sit before the fire that has been there without time. Let the earth stabilize your post-colonial insecure jitters. Be respectful of the small insects, birds, and animal people who accompany you. Ask their forgiveness for the harm we humans have brought down upon them. Don't worry. The heart knows the way, though there may be high-rises, interstates, checkpoints, armed soldiers, massacres, wars, and those who will despise you because they despise themselves. The journey might take a few hours, a day, a year, a few years, 100, 1,000, or even more. Watch your mind. Without training, it might run away and leave your heart for the immense feast set by the thieves of time. Do not hold regrets. When you find your way to the circle, to the fire kept burning by the keepers of your soul, you will be welcomed. You must clean yourself with cedar, sage, or other healing plant. Cut the ties you have to failure and shame. Let go the pain you are holding in your mind, your shoulders, your heart, all the way to your feet. Let go the pain of your ancestors to make way for those who are heading in our direction. Ask for forgiveness. Call upon the help of those who love you. Call your spirit back. It may be caught in corners and creases of shame, judgment, and human abuse. You must call in a way that your spirit will want to return. Speak to it as you would to a beloved child. Welcome your spirit back from its wandering. It may return in pieces, in tatters. Gather them together. They will be happy to be found after being lost for so long. Your spirit will need to sleep a while after it is bathed and given clean clothes. Now you can have a party. Invite everyone you know who loves and supports you. Keep room for those who have no place to go. Make a giveaway, and remember, keep the speeches short. Then you must do this. Help the next person find their way through the dark.
Thank you very much, Joy, for joining us today. I'd like to say a few words to sort of give you a sense of the purpose of this symposium. It has several purposes, actually. The first is to contribute to the scholarship on the work by tribal leaders and tribal advocates in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, a period in which federal policy was dramatically changed for the better. Second, this symposium is the third in a series honoring the founders of the National Museum of the American Indian. The first two symposia focused respectively on the work of founding director Rick West and that of Senator Daniel K. Inouye. Third and finally, we want to show the impact that passionate advocacy and a passionate advocate in the person of Suzan Joy Harjo can have even on a national level. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Gabrielle Tayac, who will MC today's program. Gabrielle Tayac is a Smithsonian Research Associate, an activist scholar committed to empowering Indigenous perspectives. Tayac's scholarly research focuses on hemispheric Indian identity, multiracialism, Indigenous religions, and social movements, maintaining a regional specialization in the Chesapeake Bay. She served on the NMAI staff for 18 years as an educator, historian, and curator. She engages in community relationships and public discourse. And she just returned from a 2-year journey to uplift the voices of Indigenous elder women leaders, sponsored by Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. Gabi earned her PhD and MA in sociology from Harvard University and her BS in social work and American Indian Studies from Cornell University. Please welcome Gabi Tayac.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is a gathering of the good minds for a great woman in this space that part of her dreams and the dreams of her ancestors and the effort and the work and the sacrifice has built for all of us. So as we look back at the world of Suzan and what spirits she carries forward, what energies she carries forward, it's about her and it's about us and it's about legacy. So with that, I would like to welcome all of you to this day, to this moment. I'm actually here on behalf of another great Native woman, Patsy Phillips, Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma and the director of the Museum of Contemporary Native Arts for the Institute for IAIA. Patsy has worked for years to bring us together to connect with the life and meanings and actions of Suzan Harjo. Sometimes there's people who, what they do is they are able to transmit and think and analyze and gather a knowledge bundle, which is so intensely significant for the future. Patsy, for all of her work, wasn't able to be with us today because as she was leading a tour of her museum, she fell and cracked her arm in 4 places just 2 weeks ago. So I think Patsy, along with our audience that's watching on live stream this morning, greetings and thank you for everything that you've done to bring us together into this space. So we're going to have 4 panels through the day, 4 points of thought, 4 points of reflection, 4 points of meaning that will take us from Suzanne's beginnings, the beginnings of her beginnings, ancestral pathway, all through the myriad ways that she has contributed, and even then it will just be the smallest amount, the tip, to invite you to learn more. So we'll be starting with a panel. The panels actually will be working through the people that are on them, presenting to you for your thoughts, and then the panelists themselves will be talking with each other, conversing, dialoguing, asking each other questions. We won't be taking questions from the audience today, but from your reflections back on how you're making meaning of all of this, hold on to that and go forward with it. And we'll have a chance as things go forward, because that's where it will live within you, as this experience has and what's brought you to this place. I'd also ask people to, of course, turn off the ringers of your cell phones so that we can hear each other. I know it's my external brain hard drive as well, more and more these days, so I appreciate the words that Joy brought forward to concentrate. Housekeeping, we have restrooms in the lobby. There's also water fountains, and then we'll have some breaks in between.